request was for women empowerment, and we wanted to respect them and finish what they were finishing. But after that, we are going to start in 5 minutes. We'll be opening up the general meeting. I know we are kind of a little bit behind, but we'll try to wrap up as members come in. We'll give you just 5 minutes recession. Peter is our BOT member. We have Dr. Ben Abe. You go by Abe. Dr. Ben Abe, our BOT chair. And at the back we have our secretary, Aisha, over there. She's been passing out the UNAA member list. And we have one member who could not make it. She just had a knee surgery, and that's Miss Caroline. She's recovering well. And request one member to give us the opening prayer. Can you? I don't know your name, please. Can you help us, give us an opening prayer?
Thank you very much. I'll turn to our mother tongue and say prayer. Mukama Katonda waffe omulungi, tukwebaza olw'olunaku olwaleero, tukwebaza okuba nti otulesenga abantu abawamu abava e Uganda. Tukwegayiridde Mukama tuteeka olunaku olwaleero mu mikono gyo, tusaba otuwe ebiteeso ebirungi ebinatusobola okutuyimirizaawo obulungi, era tuwe obumu. Kulogenza obumu. Amiina. Amiina. Amiina.
So the last AGM we had minutes for the meeting. We had the AGM. We were in Chicago. We were in
Chicago was last.
That was San Francisco on virtual.
Okay.
So
okay.
we were virtual, and that's the environment which we operated our convention. But the BOT held the AGM meeting, and we have good representation. So we had the minutes of the meeting, and if you go on the website, you can find those minutes. So on our agenda, we always approve the previous minutes. Normally, we ask if members approve those minutes. Unfortunately, we don't have them here yet. So we wanted him just to briefly, just tell us, what experience and where did UNAA begin and where is UNAA now? So Dr. Simbi, just like 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Mr. Chairman, you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Thank you for the opportunity. I have been in UNAA since 1988, when we had ideas to form an organization like this one.
SOP protocols observed, yeah. You gotta do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so at that time, we did not have any nationwide organization for Ugandans. So Ugandans across the country started thinking of that idea. So I was among the people in Atlanta, Georgia, that started together, see if we could put something like that together. But other discussions were going on elsewhere too, in Boston, in Dallas, San Francisco, and other places. So we got together for the first time in 1988, when we had the first convention in Atlanta. And people demanded that we continue to have this organization, and over the years, it has developed the way it is, with conventions that have taken place every year. And
was your financials. If you have seen any of the fights that happen in UNAA, it all has to do with money. Everyone talks and fights about money in UNAA. So our first goal was to make sure that your finances were in order. I want to thank Mr. Godfrey Nyenje, who made sure that he kept on top of things, and we were able to file taxes that were pending for your association from 2015, that is 2015, up to date, which is 2021. Your organization had fallen out of status as a non-profit, and we had to make sure that we contacted the IRS and reinstated that status. So that was the first thing that we had to do as your leaders. As you also remember, when we came into office, we had heated campaigns. UNAA was a fractured organization with so many social media fights. I don't know why people love fighting. My fellow Ugandans, can we at least try to love each other than hate and fight all the time on social media? Maybe that will help us progress positively as an organization. We actually were able to try to keep this organization out of social media fights. I remember in 2020, I made my first presidential trip to Uganda. If you see what happens in social media about UNAA fights, who is responsible for the things that are written about UNAA? It's always the media in Uganda, fed stories by diaspora. I had my first meeting with the media from the media center. We had a meeting with the media center folks at Hotel Africana, and I cautioned them. I begged them. I asked them to always check with the organization before they printed anything out there about UNAA. And if you have seen in the past 2 years, we really tried to keep out of those social media fights with the goal that we wanted to heal fractured relationships. Some of the relationships that we made sure we were healing were community relationships. We reached out to communities. Most people have given us feedback and have said UNAA today is a UNAA that actually has been in the communities. I want to commend the leaders who have tried their best, even with the pandemic, to make sure that they were involved in their communities. Same goes to my executive, that we are able to do the same. I think I shouldn't even be able to preach this. If you saw what was going on with the